Located near Burbank Airport, there's a garage owned by Jay Leno. This garage is filled by 181 cars and 160 motorcycles from every era. Whether you like torque power or top speed, he has it all. From cars with aircraft engines to modern exotic cars, here is our list of craziest cars in Jay Leno's garage. Enjoy! Number 17. 2015 Bach Mono. Well, you probably didn't even know that this car existed, but we assure you it is very real. Briggs Automotive Company, or simply Bach, is the company that manufactures these beauties. The first mono car was produced in 2011, a single-seater road-legal sports car. The mono was originally powered by a heavily modified Ford Duratec gasoline engine, producing 286 horsepower. This exotic car weighs 540 kilograms and goes from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in 2.8 seconds and top speed of 274 kilometers per hour. However, I wouldn't drive this monster without a helmet on. Would you? Number 16. 2006 ARIEL Atom. The ARIEL Atom is a road-legal, high-performance sports car made by ARIEL Motor Company. This company manufactured 8 generations of this car. The ARIEL Atom features a prominently visible chassis with no roof or windows, open body, 2 seats. The suspension setup for the Atom was tuned by the engineers at Lotus. The acceleration of this car is no joke. It goes from 0 to 97 kilometers per hour in 2.89 seconds, and thus making it the world's third fastest accelerating production car then available. We could say that Jay Leno has some good taste in cars, don't you think? Number 15. 1928 Bugatti 37A. Almost 100 years after the production of this car, the Bugatti Type 37 was probably the best car of its time to utilize only 60 brake horsepower. However, the 37A model had a supercharger which increased power up to 20 brake horsepower. The models were made for Voiturette Racing and shared much with the legendary Type 35 Grand Prix car. With its free revving valvetrain, the engine could go as high as 5,000 RPM. Pretty sick what this old-timer racing car could do, right? These cars are exceedingly rare and expensive to buy today. Number 14. 1909 Baker Electric. Even though it's more than a century old, the Baker Electric drives totally silently like any modern electric vehicle. Made by Baker Motor Vehicle Company, unlike other early cars, the Baker Electric needed no cranking, had no gasoline smell, and was essentially maintenance-free. In late 1910, the Baker Electric was quite luxurious and priced at $2,800. It had a seating capacity of 4 passengers and was painted black. Imagine driving one of these today. It would be so cool. Number 13. 1971 De Tomaso Pantera. Produced by Italian automobile manufacturer, the De Tomaso Pantera is a mid-engine sports car. The company made cars from 1971 to 1993, and the Pantera was the company's most popular model, with over 7,000 manufactured over its 20-year production. The first models were powered by a 5.8-liter Ford Cleveland V8 engine, having a power output of 330 HP. The 1971 Pantera could accelerate to 97 km per hour in 5.5 seconds. High torque was provided by the Ford engine, which reduced the need for excessive gear changing at low speed. Number 12. 1981 DeLorean DMC-12. Well, if you watched Back to the Future franchise, you would know that this car is timeless. DeLorean is a sports car and the only automobile manufactured by DeLorean Motor Company for the American market from 1981 to 83. It features gull-wing doors and brushed stainless steel outer body panels. It became widely known for its disappointing lack of power and performance, which did not match the expectations created by its looks and price tag. About 9,000 DeLoreans were made before the company filed for bankruptcy. Number 11. 2006 GM EcoJet. The EcoJet is a concept car designed to run on biodiesel fuel and using a Honeywell LTS-101 gas turbine instead of a reciprocating engine. Did you know that this engine is normally used in helicopters? Well, me neither. However, it provides approximately 650 horsepower. This concept car was meant to be driven on the road in a regular fashion, unlike other concept cars. It is a coupe design with 2 seats, and what is interesting is that the car contains 2 separate fuel tanks. Maybe you're wondering, why 2? Well, one contains the main biodiesel fuel, and the other contains kerosene. Yep, you heard that right. Number 10. 2015 Ford Mustang Shelby GT350R. In 2015, a further enhanced and even more limited edition of the GT350 with an R package was introduced by Ford. The first one was sold for $1 million at an auction in Arizona. The company was the first automaker to introduce carbon fiber wheels as standard equipment on Shelby GT350R Mustang. This car has an impressive flat, plain crankshaft engine that creates a truly astonishing amount of horsepower, and it goes from 0 to 97 km per hour in 3.9 seconds. Number 9. 1915 HISPANO-SUIZA. Jay snagged this rare car at an auction in Pebble Beach back in the 1980s. Then he tried to repair it and make it drivable. As issues arose, Jay and his team made modifications to ensure that the chassis doesn't flex and harm the transmission and the car is oiled properly. If you think your muscle car has a big block, it has nothing on Jay's 18.5-liter V8 airplane engine. Produced by HISPANO-SUIZA, the engine has 300 horsepower and was used in World War I airplanes. Number 8. 1993 LCC Rocket. Well, if you're into single-seaters automobiles, the closest thing you could legally drive on the road is the Light Car Company's Rocket. It has been designed by Gordon Murray. The Rocket's lightweight tube frame construction allows for a weight of under 500 kilograms even with the driver on board. It goes from 0 to 97 kilometers per hour in roughly 4 seconds and can go as fast as 225 kilometers per hour. This rocket or car, call it whatever you want, is a rare thing to have and, of course, expensive. Number 7. A 1950 Mercedes Transporter. Now this is a car, or truck, I guess, that most people have never heard of. Made in the 1950s by Mercedes-Benz, the race car Transporter is most definitely one of a kind. It was used back in its day to transport Mercedes-Benz race cars back and forth between race events and the factory where the cars were worked on. It was considered to be the fastest transporter in the world at the time, with a top speed close to 110 miles per hour with an engine that had roughly 220 horsepower. Number 6. 1975 Plymouth Duster HEMI. Made by Chrysler Corporation, the original Plymouth Duster is a semi-fastback two-door coupe version. The 1975 models were mostly unchanged from the previous 2 years, with some exceptions. A new grille with the return of the Plymouth three-pointed spear affixed to the grille's center, catalytic converters were added to 225 Slant 6 and 318 V8 models, due to the addition of a secondary air injection system. Less than 2,000 of the 1975 model Dusters left the factory equipped with the 360 engine. This car has enormous torque, power, and 235 horsepower. Number 5. 1932 Morgan. Made by British motor car manufacturer the Morgan Motor Company, and the company stated that they produce 850 cars per year, all assembled by hand. Whoa, that's pretty impressive. Morgan cars are unusual because wood has been used in their construction for a century and is still used in the 21st century. The car owned by Jay Leno was introduced in 1933 and is a three-wheeler. It has a new pressed steel chassis, the 4-cylinder forward side valve engine, and a 4-seat body. The production of this kind of car continued until 1952. Number 4. 1917 Fiat BOTAFOGO Special. Jay Leno's century-old Bruiser runs on a 21.7-liter Fiat A12 engine similar to those used in World War I aircraft. Good thing the 1917 BOTAFOGO Special comes with a 50-gallon gas tank. The BOTAFOGO Special was built by an Argentine racer named Adolfo Scrandoglio. Originally, it didn't have brakes or a transmission. Sadly, Adolfo was killed while racing this car in 1949. The car could probably go 146 miles per hour. However, with only 2 brakes, the car doesn't stop fast. Number 3. 2012 McLaren MP4 12C. Found in Jay Leno's garage, the McLaren MP4 12C is a sports car that was designed and manufactured by McLaren Automotive. It was the first ever production car wholly designed and built by McLaren. This monster uses a carbon fiber composite chassis and is powered by a longitudinally mounted McLaren M838T 3.8 L-twin turbocharged V8 engine, generating approximately 592 horsepower. It goes from 0 to 97 kilometers per hour in 2.8 seconds and has a top speed of 333 kilometers per hour. What do you think about this car? Would you buy it? Number 2. 1918 Pierce Arrow Model 66. This car was produced literally a century ago, from 1910 to 1918. The Model 66 Pierce Arrow was one of the great nickel-era American cars. In the center of the 66 was an enormous engine that had grown to 825 cubic inches and became the largest engine offered in a passenger car. In 1918, Pierce made the ultimate Model 66 with a highly upgraded 825 cubic inch engine, which included a new cylinder head with 4 valves per cylinder, which increased overall horsepower that is around 140. Number 1. 1931 Shotwell. The Shotwell is a 3-wheeler created by a 17-year-old, and Leno is keeping it on the road. Bob Shotwell built his car in his home garage, and that is quite an impressive accomplishment, especially for a teenager. Power was provided from a 4-cylinder air-cooled Indian motorcycle engine, and the mill drives the rear wheel through a 3-speed gearbox. According to Jay, the Shotwell can reach around 60 miles per hour on the highway. Would you agree with our list? If we missed your favorite car, tell us in the comment section below. If you want more content like this, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon to get notifications as soon as our new video pops up. Thanks for watching.